Well, hi, everybody, and welcome into the Brownwood Lions Coaches Show here on the radio and on video at KOXE.com. There's Brownwood Lions head football coach, athletic director Sammy Burnett. Special guest we'll introduce here in just a few moments, your player of the week, Jaylen Brown. But, Coach, how are you, sir?
Carl, if people only knew what went on the scenes pre-shooting of the radio show, they'd be ashamed.
Yeah, we don't want them to know.
That's right.
I almost ended up in your lap, though.
Yes, you did. I'm doing great, Carl. How
Star
are you?
says move this way, so I moved that way.
Man, you try to sit in my
Wrong
lap.
way.
Jaylen left the screen. He's like, I'm out.
Yeah, Jaylen's probably going, what am I doing with these? Hanging out with these guys.
Yep.
Anyway, it is good to see you, Coach. Open week this week, and of course we got Heritage a week from Friday, opening up district play. So how has this week gone practice-wise, and when does the game plan go in for Heritage?
I'll let you in on our side, and then I'll let you speak to Jaylen a little bit about on their mindset on what it's like to get a couple of days off after being a grinder since last March. But no, we let our kids off Monday, Tuesday, and today, and in the afternoons after school we let them go. We watched film and did evaluations of ourselves and tried to grow from our experiences from last Friday night on Monday. On Tuesday, we lifted weights and did some conditioning stuff. And today we started installing game plan offensively and defensively for Midlothian, get that in, which is pretty much a Monday for us regularly. Tomorrow we're going to go during the period, and we'll do defense during the period. After school we'll do offense, and then again do that on Friday. So we'll have 2 extra days of getting prepared for their offense and their defense. Monday will actually be like a Wednesday for us. Tuesday will be basically another Wednesday. So we're going to get 3 Wednesdays, which is the day we put the hay in the barn for our kids. We call that Whisper Wednesday, where we try not to do much teaching and let our kids sift it out, let them get us in fronts, let them get us in checks. If we're stunting and they get in a formation and we need to check out of it, which is something Jaylen does, they'll be ready to do that. So we try to not do as much coaching on Wednesday and allow the kids to coach on the field. So we'll get a couple extra days to do that. Hopefully that'll give us the ability to play fast and play confident. And then, of course, the physicality part is something we're still working on, so that's something that we'll continue to address as well. But our coaches are prepared. They've done all their work this week during the week and after school. We've met in the morning. We met after school. Coaches, like I said, they're extremely hard-working guys, and they don't slack. I mean, they've enjoyed some time off, but, you know, I've been home at 9:30 the last 2 nights, or since Monday, Tuesday, and they're the same way. I'm sitting out there talking to someone about 9:15, and here comes Coach Stacks walking out of the office. You know, they're just grinders. They're going to work hard, and they're going to make sure that they're doing everything in their power to prepare our kids to be successful. We're going to give our kids that information, and then it's their job to take it and run with it and go do their thing. So it's been a good week. It's been a good week for coaches. And like I said, I'll let Jaylen speak on behalf of, you know, his team, but all in all, I think we had a good preparation week for coaches. We had a good week for our kids to have a plan to get some rest, and I'm ready to get back at it, to be honest.
I know you are, and of course a week from Friday, we start district with Heritage, and certainly talk more about them and tickets on next week's show, and get all the scoop on, they're the Mustangs, right?
No, what are they?
What are they?
Panthers? Is that what they are? Are they Panthers?
I looked it
I'm
up.
not sure.
Cougars, Panthers, something like that.
Okay, Derek Stuckley is
He's
on
it.
the job
What'd
here.
you call them?
I called them Mustangs.
They're not the Mustangs, I can promise you that. If
Okay.
they're the Mustangs, I owe you a Sonic dinner or something.
I need a Sonic drink.
Or something.
Okay. Hey, while he's doing that, how about our volleyball team last night?
Yeah, congratulations to the Lady Lions volleyball team. I got to see with them before they got to go their game, so I was heckling and harassing them a little bit. A lot of those girls go to FCA, so I have a good relationship with them, and wished them luck and told them to take care of it and all that. You've ever heard Ryan Regan's, the comedian? If you hadn't, you need to listen to it, because they haven't, because as I started talking and joking like him, they were like, what's wrong, Coach Burnett? We got to wish them luck. Get a text message after the 8th grade game last night when I got home from Coach Smith saying that the girls were victorious in their endeavors at Gatesville. So congratulations to them and getting back in the win column and getting that district play win. And
Amen.
Like I said, got a good group of girls that worked extremely hard. They stumped their toe the last couple of games, but they're back on track, and they got a couple of rounds to remedy some of the mistakes they made against Lampasas and Stephenville. They're not the Mustangs.
Nope.
Told you.
Jaguars.
See, I told you
Jaguars.
it was a Panther, Jaguar,
Not
Cougar.
Jaggers.
Like your Hubbard Jaggers, they're the Jaguars. Okay.
Yeah, I got moves like Jagger.
I'm sure you do. He's only 80 now. What kind of moves are those?
Well, no, he still got
Do what?
it. He still got it.
He still has
Just
it.
like I do.
You know, I admire the Stones for being together as long as they have and doing their thing. Absolutely. All right, what's coming up this week for volleyball? I know not football, though, last night.
Yeah, let me just mention our 8th grade team played last night. Had another opportunity to go see them. That's a good group of kids. They got a great balance of linemen / skill kids / linebackers / back end guys. I mean, there's not many of them on that team, but I think they have probably 11, about 16 on that team. But man, they all play and they all do a good job and they have good chemistry together. But they beat usually one of the biggest games we play, non-scheduled district type games, is with San Angelo, and San Angelo Glenn is always a worthy foe for us. They have good numbers. I think they had 60 something kids last night to about our 30 something. And those guys went out. Glenn marched down the field and scored on us immediately. We marched right back down and scored, and then settled into what we do. And those kids came out with a 28-14 win. So congratulations to them. I enjoyed every minute of getting to be with them and getting to know them, because I don't get to see them much because we practice at the same times. We practice in the afternoon, and so do they. So I got to see them. And then the B team, I thought, did exceptionally well. Their game got cut a little short because of the weather and us having to start late, but they hung around and we got to play them a half. And I thought they did a great job. Had multiple opportunities to score. Jaylen Brown is a good kid. He's one of those bubble kids that could be on the A team, but he's not. He's on the B team right now, just so he gets more reps. But I really thought he did a great job. Scored a big touchdown. Had some big plays. So congratulations to him. But I was pleased. They got beat 8-6, and like I said, had opportunities to win that game, and the clock was running and that kind of stuff. So it was a running clock and not just a regular quarter. So I thought they did an extremely good job. So I'm extremely proud of that class and what they're doing in the future that they have. As long as they stick together and stay humble and continue to work and grind and develop as they get older, they're going to be a good group. The 7th grade group dropped their first game in San Angelo, so the 7th grade A and B went over there. They dropped their first game, I think, 38-32 or 38-36, but it's a close ball game. But it's always good to play San Angelo Glenn because they have good groups. And I said, even though it's a loss, it's a close ball game. So I'm glad that, sometimes there's a lot to be learned in a loss. So maybe that 7th grade group can learn, and whatever they stumped their toe on or what allowed them to score 38 points, they can figure out. I hadn't got to talk to those coaches, but I'm still proud of them and what they're doing. But another good, solid group right there that are just working hard, and the future looks bright for those young men. So congratulations to them.
Yeah, you talked about the 8th grade A team. They got a couple of big old boys
They
on
do.
that team, too.
They do.
I'm telling you what.
They do.
And a good win last night for them over Glenn. That's a great junior high program over there. Great feeder for the Bobcats.
That's where we were wondering. And I thought they were San Angelo feeder, but man, I'm
Yeah.
like, who else feeds them? We started talking about how many junior highs they have at San Angelo, which I don't know, but
They got a
man,
few.
they got a lot of kids feeding those schools, but
Well,
that's a good group.
They sure do. All right, what else is coming up in the next few days, Coach?
Well, today, volleyball. Today, cross-country boys and girls are in the Dublin Dash in Dublin, Texas, so I haven't got results from Coach Parker, but as soon as they're done, he'll send that stuff to me. His old stomping grounds, so I know he's excited to get back over there. Of course, we're off high school football-wise the rest of the week, but we do have Lampasas coming to town. Warren Gym on Friday at 4:30 and 5:30. So if you can, go out and support those ladies and watch them take on the Lampasas Badgers. See, got that right.
We got the Badgers.
And then, of course, Saturday from 10 o'clock in the morning till 4 o'clock in the afternoon, our varsity football team will be out at the Sonic. Really want to thank the Hall family for what they allow us to do and have that car hop, and our kids will be out there serving drinks and food all day long, and y'all imagine y'all will be out there at some
from 10
point.
to noon.
And it's just a good community opportunity to go out there and see those kids and get to know a little bit about their character and just be around them a little bit and let them serve you. And it teaches them to serve, and it also teaches them there's people that are going to come by that have kids that see them, that admire them, that look up to them, and the responsibility that they have to give back to the community. So it's just an all-in-all great event. for the community. It allows us to raise a little bit of money for the Lions Mothers Club.
I think this will be the 27th year the Halls have opened up their Sonic for this event. Pretty amazing.
How old are you, Jaylen?
16.
27's a long time then for a 16-year-old, right?
Yeah, that's almost half my age.
Yeah, that's pretty remarkable, though. Yeah, we love hanging out with the kids.
Yep.
I usually get one of them to help me do the radio thing and do some interviews, and they always do a good job at that.
Well,
So.
Jaylen be good. When he's
I would
talkative,
be.
see here how talkative he is?
I hear that. Well, why don't you introduce our player of the week?
I
Right
will.
there?
We've already mentioned his name. Jaylen Brown is a sophomore. He's one of those kids in that sophomore class that's really special. That is a good class. Doing everything in our power not to break that class up and to keep them together as much as possible. We haven't had the opportunity to do that with some of them. Of course, Jaylen on Cole Miller, Quentin McCarty, and then, of course, we moved Marcelo Hooker up. Those are all sophomores. That's a good group. We have a lot of sophomores on the JV now that we probably could move up, but just choosing not to. If we didn't have to have Jaylen and Marcelo and Quentin and Cole, of course, that'd be down there developing. But sometimes you got to learn on the fly.
Right.
You got to take wherever you're at, and you got to grow, and you got to learn the speed of the game as fast as possible and pick up Jaylen can tell you a little bit about the difference between Thursday and Friday night play, but Jaylen's one of those kids. He's extremely smart. Ever since I've gotten to know Jaylen, what grade were you in? 6th grade when I first got here? 7th grade, something like that? And Jaylen always come up to you, always stick his hand out and shake your hand, ask you how you do, look in your eyes. I've always admired him for doing that. Great character kid, someone everybody needs and wants in the program. He's someone that you didn't adopt as your own. Got a special place in my heart for Jaylen. Just the kind of kid you can build a program around. He's taken his lumps over the course of the last 5 weeks, but he's extremely coachable. He watches a lot of film with Coach Jones. And he's just starting to learn and pick up the speed of the game, and you can tell now all of a sudden his ability's starting to take over. His mind's understanding what's going on. He understands the speed of the game. He understands the physicality of the game, and he's starting to fit in just right, just like we thought he would. But Jaylen had 10 tackles against Wiley. He had 3 solos. He's always around the football. When he's not making tackles, he's fitting gaps so that other people on the team can make tackles. It's difficult, mostly this year people have had success running off the edge on us, and they hadn't had a ton of success running up the middle. And the answer is Jaylen Brown and the other linebackers that play with him. He's our middle linebacker. He makes the calls as a sophomore. He's got to. He makes checks. He makes sure we're lined up properly. He gets us out of stunts and things like that if the formation dictates that. So there's a lot put on his plate, but he's an extremely smart young man. He makes great grades. He does great in the classroom. And, he's a perfect example of what we expect a Brownwood line to be. So I'll shut my yapper and let you get to know Jaylen a little bit.
Jaylen, good to be here. Congratulations, Player of the Week.
Thank you.
10 tackles, 3 solo. It seemed like we did call your name a lot the other night. And as Coach said, you got knocked down a couple of times, but the thing I love about Jaylen, he pops right back up and he's in on the next play.
Yes, sir.
So what's this been like this week, having the open day? Anything different for you or as players?
It feels good to just have, be off and not have to practice. The rest is great, not having to practice after school.
Right.
Being able to, hang out with friends.
How does it feel as a sophomore, what he said, you're calling some plays on defense and you're making sure everybody's in position. So how does that feel as a sophomore, one of the younger guys out there, basically in control of that defense?
Most of the guys on our defense, they listen. Don't really.
Yeah. Everybody's cohesive, works together, knows where
Yes,
they're
sir.
supposed to be. So are you Brownwood now? Have you been here all your life? Let's get
Yes,
to know
sir.
Jaylen Brown a little bit.
Yes, sir. I've lived here all 16
What
years of
about
my life.
siblings, sisters, brothers?
I have a brother. He's in 7th grade. He plays on the B team football team.
Oh, does he?
Yes,
And what's
sir.
his name?
Keyshawn White.
Oh, okay. Very good. So what about football-wise? Do you watch pro, college, or anybody?
I like watching college football.
Who's your team?
Clemson.
You
I
like
like
that?
Clemson.
I like
They're
Clemson.
struggling a little bit with the
Yes.
offense this year.
Yes,
they
sir.
lost the Lawrence guy, and they're kind of struggling. What about
It's coaching.
It is coaching, so it's Dabo. It's all Dabo's fault. Boy, if he gets wind of this, he'll be here.
I just threw it, Jay.
So who do you like to emulate? Anybody maybe at pro football too? Maybe linebacker or anything?
I watch a lot of Ray Lewis.
I knew he was going to say that.
Minute Ray.
That's a good one to watch, boy.
He's a wild man.
Yeah, he's a great motivational speaker, too. And he's
Yes.
good, isn't he?
You know, I was hoping you would say Dick Butkus or Ray Nitschke, but you don't go quite back that far. Have you ever watched any of those old films of some of those guys? And
No, sir.
you need to cue up a Dick Butkus
What about
highlight
Mike
sometime.
Singletary? Have you ever seen any of his stuff?
I've seen a little bit.
Yeah, Mike, he's a
Oh.
Texas boy. He played at Baylor. He was a bad dude.
Boy,
let me tell
Mike
you.
was great,
Oof.
Hall of Famer right there, no doubt about that. So what does Jaylen like to do in his spare time? Are you a gamer or anything, or what do you do?
Yes, sir. I play Madden.
Do you?
Yes, sir.
You got the new Madden?
Yes, sir.
How is it? I haven't seen it.
Good. Good.
Pretty good?
I play it with a bunch of friends.
You play online?
Not
Or just get a bunch
usually.
over?
I just get a bunch of friends over and we play.
So what's your what would be your perfect meal, Jaylen? If you could have an after-game or pre-game meal, what's it going to be?
Probably a steak.
Steak? There you go, man. What about music? Are you into music? Or
I listen to a bunch of like rap music.
oh, no country? Oh, I'm going to guess that Garth Brooks and Luke Bryan's not on your playlist, probably.
I listen to a little bit of Luke Bryan, not much, but
What about Kane Brown? You like Kane Brown?
I used to listen to him, but not.
He hadn't done anything good lately.
No Johnny Cash or Merle Haggard, probably.
No,
You
sir.
listen to those guys, too. Man, so we go into Heritage. We go here against Heritage next Friday. Have you already looked at some film or anything on Heritage?
Yes, sir.
So what do you see from a defensive standpoint? They've got a pretty good little quarterback that can run and throw. He's a
Yes,
dual
sir.
threat.
Yeah, he's not pretty good. He's real good.
He's Brown, I think. As a matter of fact, he is no relation, I don't guess.
No, sir. No, sir.
But you guys think we can line up and stop these guys, these Jaguars, I guess?
Yes, sir. If our defense can come out and just pursue to the ball, I think we have a good chance to stop them on
doubt.
defense.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations, Player of the Week.
Did you ask him what his nickname is?
Hey, let's get your nickname. Go for it.
Coach Clark calls me Baby J, and then recently, Coach Burnett called me Sugar.
Baby J and Sugar. Oh, my.
He came to practice one day with his hair done, and it really looked good, but I'm always trying to find a way to hack him. I'm like, golly, that hair looks good. You look sweet. I'm going to call you, come here, Sugar. So I've been calling him Sugar ever since.
Oh, man. I'm jealous. You've never called me Sugar.
I know it. I know it.
I think you've called Derek that a time or
Probably.
two.
But none of us have a good-looking hair like Jaylen.
I know, I
He's
like
got a full
that,
head
man.
of hair, and we're all, what do they call it, male patterned.
Baldness.
Yeah,
I
that's
just
all of
wish
us.
I had enough hair to do something.
You got
like
way
that.
more than me and
Well, I got
Stuckley,
a little
but
bit.
we're better looking, so.
Y'all are running a race right here, you and Derek.
No, we're
Stuckley.
not. I have won the race. Why's everybody laughing? You didn't know
You
ball.
look great, though, man.
Yeah, I know. You didn't know ball could look so beautiful,
Ball
did
is
you?
beautiful.
That's right.
I know that for
Remember
a
that,
fact.
Jaylen. You'll be there with me one day.
Jaylen's going, nah, you will be. Just wait, young man. So, aspirations, I know you're just a sophomore after graduation. Do you have any long-range plans?
Hopefully playing on Saturday.
I hope so, too.
Hopefully.
All right. They list you at 5'11", 190. Is that about right on the program?
Yes, sir.
Still got some growing to do.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Hopefully.
Well, hey, it's nice to meet you. I know we've watched you on the field, this year and called your name a bunch. And good luck the rest of the season. And we'll see you
Thank
a week
you.
from Friday here at Gordonwood Stadium.
Yes, sir.
All right. Jaylen Brown, our Triple T Player of the Week.
Yeah, if you don't know, he's number 36, but as you can tell just by listening to him, he's a very respectful young man.
No
I mean,
doubt.
he's been that way for, sophomore, that's 2 years, 4 years, almost 5 years now. He's just always been respectful. And, I mean, in our society and generation now, what we're going through now, for a young man to walk up to you and shake your hand and look at you in the face and ask you how you're doing, that's rare.
Yeah.
But Jaylen has always done that, always. And I mean, from the first day I met him, I'm like, who is that little guy?
Yeah.
Because he made an impact on me and a difference. And, man, you can build programs around quality character like that, and that's what we plan on doing with Jaylen. We're just asking him to step up a little earlier as a sophomore and grow as fast as he can and develop. and continue to stay confident in him and who he is and his ability. Sometimes it's easy to doubt yourself when you're getting chewed on by a coach, because the level that you're being coached at is the highest level you can experience in high school. And to face failure sometimes and trying to learn it and always being really good, and then all of a sudden being a younger person in a big boy's world, you can lose confidence in yourself. So Jaylen, I mean, if he didn't have the character to handle those things, we never put him in that position. But as you can tell, he's growing and growing, and really proud of him and his development. I'm guarantee you, before we're done, you're going to recall his name a lot more. So it was an honor for us to give Jaylen that award, the Triple T Player of the Week, and hopefully he'll get it again.
Yeah. Oh, I got a feeling this won't be the last player.
10 tackles is pretty good.
And you love kids like this. Probably one of the first at practice, one of the last to leave.
You don't have to worry about if he's going to be there, if he's going to have a good attitude, if he's going to be respectful, if he's going to be coachable.
Yeah.
I can promise you that.
Love kids like that.
Amen.
Absolutely. Coach, this was a great show today, as
Yes, sir.
always, and a lot of good information. And again, thank you, Jaylen Brown,
Yeah.
number 36 on your Brownwood Lions program. Anything else, sir?
Yeah, don't forget our volleyball team's playing at Warren Gym Friday. Catch that if you have nothing to do. Go support them. Those ladies work hard. Don't forget the sock hop. I want to say sock
I
hop.
know,
Car
me
hop.
too.
The car hop from 10 to 4 right here on Austin Avenue. Over there on Austin Avenue. Sorry,
there,
we're at the stadium, so it's over there on Austin Avenue. And be a part of that. Get to know the kids. Get to see their smiling faces. And bring your young ones around if you want to. If they have a football or something they want to sign, bring it. Those guys will be more than happy to and humbled to do that for a young person in the community. So come out and enjoy the festivities there, and just good community time. Hopefully we have a great weather on Saturday.
Always love this car hop. It is
right.
a lot of fun. All right, Coach, thank you again. Anything else?
Yeah, let's thank those that make this show possible. Auto Glass Magic, Avalon Custom Homes, Brenner Auto Group, Syntex Body and Paint, Syntex Equipment Sales, Citizens National Bank, Dan Hill Containers, Dr. Bon Young, Dr. Pepper Bottling Company, Edward Jones Investments, Hendrick Medical, Howie Enterprises, Humphrey Peets, Landmark Life, MC Bank, Painter and Johnson Associates, Smith and Sharp Agency, Sonic Drive-In, Stanley Chrysler, Texas Bank, Weldon Wilson Electric, Western Bank, Willie's Teas, and new to the show, The Real Talk with Chad Valdez podcast. Chad's a great guy, Brownwood Lion. Glad to see he's a sponsor now. Got to do a podcast with him. I think one of the first ones he did. I thought he did an amazing job, and I thought it was awesome. I really, really enjoyed it and was honored to be able to get to do that. So welcome to the group, Chad.
Great guy, as you said. Always has positive things to say.
Always.
We appreciate fans like that.
No doubt.
Trust me. Coach, we will see you soon again, and thank you. Brownwood Lions head football coach, athletic director Sandy Burnett here on the Coaches Show every Monday and Wednesday at this time here on KOXC 101.3 and video streamed at KOXC.com.